Good morning, everyone. Myself Shutapa Moitra Chakraborty. I'm a PS trainer and I'm from Uplatz.
So today's topic is scheduling. Okay. So first, to start this process, we should know what is scheduling, what is the purpose of scheduling in PS, and then configurations of scheduling, and last but not the least is executions part of scheduling. So before I move into this configurations part and these things, we should know what is scheduling and how scheduling or how this one is been working in the PS system, that we need to know, and accordingly we will proceed in further. So so our start this one. So in PS, what is PS scheduling? Scheduling means, we all know, like the same thing. Scheduling means that you need to finish for a stipulated or a scheduled timeline. You need to finish your job, you need to finish your activity. Based on that, your cost, your everything will be determined. So this is the scheduling part, as we all know, and that the same thing has been followed to the followed in the PS system as well. So in PS, the scheduling will take place by means of normal duration of the activities which you specify and the relationship of the various activities. Basically, there are two types of scheduling. One is WBS scheduling and another is network scheduling. Now, so the scheduling is dispatching operation of the resources at the specific time or date. So you need a particular activity. Suppose you all know, like once we do the activity, or like we place the order, and we know, like we in that particular date we need to finish this electrical part. One particular date you need to finish your plumbing activity. So all these you need to be known, all these things. So dispatching the operation of to the resources in the specific time period, that is considered as a rescheduling. Rescheduling is that dispatch the already scheduled operation to a different date or time, or different resources. As we all know, like if we cannot meet this particular stipulated timeline, or if we in that scheduled timeline, we need to reschedule it. That we all know, like the same way. So rescheduling is that. So dispatched already scheduled, like you have started your work. The start has been, I mean, the work has started on a particular stipulated date, but it's not finished within that time period. So in that case, that time period, we need to reschedule this one. The or sometimes what happened, that the work isn't started yet. So in that case, operation is not yet started. So by resources, so that is also considered as a rescheduling. Okay. So deallocating, this is removing the schedule operation from the reschedule resources, from the resources scheduling part. Okay. So hope so determine the resources and the date and time for carrying out the operations, and taking resources and product availability in the considerations. Okay, that is the meaning of scheduling. So you need to determine the resource, you need to determine, like you need to identify, you need to find that date and time, and then you need to carrying out your activities. Like you need to complete, because manpower is also an important thing. So you need to compare, like these things, there you like the operations can be done on that time, and these resources taking availability, all this needs to be in a sync, and then your work will be completed. So support the scheduler in the scheduling resources, that is when creating an optimal processing sequence of operations. So to complete the operations, you need to be support the scheduler of this scheduling resources. Okay. So basic detail of the scheduling activities are: scheduling is that dispatching operation to the resources at a specific date and time. As I mentioned, that we need to have a dispatching operations, the operation of the resources within a date and time. Rescheduling is that dispatching already scheduled operation to the different date and time, or a different resources. And third but not the least is that deallocating, that is removing schedule operation from the resources schedule. So these all are important thing for the scheduling work. Okay. then you need to have the prerequisite of the scheduling part, or we can say like we need to create some features of this resource, I mean to control your scheduling things. Okay, so what are the object you need to be maintain while doing your scheduling, that you need to make a proper resource, and then you need to have that okay. So this is, and one is that you need to have these resources, you need to have the strategy profile that you need to create for your scheduling. Now, date and time and planning direction. The starting point for the scheduling and the rescheduling is the desired start and the end date or time of an order and operation. When you create an order, for an example, the availability time or date or the primary order product defined as a desired end date or time. If you reschedule that operation, the detailed scheduling planning board using drag and drop, that you need to be change all these things. Okay, then you need to have this resource availability, that you need to have that resource availability. Then you need to have the selections of resource, like you need to find the exact resources for the exact activity, then only your within that timeline this will be completed. Like if a electrical person, if you are engaging some plumbing work, it cannot be possible. So maybe that person is can do this one, but it will not complete it within the time, because this person is not the concerned person. Okay, then time relationship. Okay, within the activity, regulating the minimum and maximum time interval that you can have. Okay, so this is a time relationship that you need to be mentioned, and automatic propagations or changes. When you reschedule or schedule of an operations and order, and that can be affected, and your these things should be changed. Then you need to have a scheduling log as well, like if you are going to change anything, so in the log only that can be populated, that you can see in that one. Okay, and the last is not the least is that and last and not the least is that you need to know like alerts, like in case scheduling problem it's there, or then you need to be aware on this thing. So this is all about the scheduling part, which you need to be known like while doing your scheduling, like this is the main thing. So you need to have a particular date, and the date can be forward or in PS. If I go ahead with this PS, so you know like these a particular thing, like you need to have a date should be forward state or should be backward. On sometimes what happened, forward means the coming days, but the backward means like you need to have that backward in the sense like in that particular date, like you know like for particularly 30th November you need to be finish your this much of activity. So in that case you need to have a, and today is and this is a must finish date, this is a must finish date, that you need to be complete your activity on 30th November or 30th July, 31st July, you need to be completed. So and today is 19th of May, so your scheduling will be started from the backwards, because your must end date has been fixed. But same way, if you when you know like you must start your date from today onwards, if you know this one, then of course like your yeah, then you know like your scheduling can be forward, or if you know like it should be on current date basis, then you have to do it in a current date basis. So this way you have different type of scheduling type which you need to be choose for your criteria. Now it will be maintained for network level, so based activity, so activity will coming under your network, and so it should be fixed, it should be maintain your parameter based on your your plant and based on your order type, the order type, network order type which you have selected, this one will be considered on that. Okay. So if you maintain, if you create these kind of configurations on this part, then your then automatically the thing and other prerequisite thing, like you need to select the work center from where this particular guy will be work and all, so that you need to be fixed. Once these all these are fixed correctly, then you will able to like do your scheduling part, and you can see the graphics also in the scheduling on part only. Okay. So now it's a time to do the config part and showing in the system. Now I'm going to share my screen and show how it is, where we need to be maintain our schedule part and all. So this is a SPRO screen, as you know, like we are in SPRO, and this is a project system, and then you go to then you have to come in the dates, where these date planning in WBS options are there, and there is another option that is scheduling. The first I will go to scheduling. Before I move into that, I need to show you where this has been work and all. So here, if you go to any activity, okay. Yeah, okay. Now, if I go to CJ20N, I check. Yeah, yes. So here you can see the work. Here you need to maintain the work, and this normal scheduling will come accordingly. And then you, if you can see, this is that activity is there. Okay, so the latest, the earliest activity will start at 9:05, and it is latest by 90 today's date. It's coming as a default date. So if you can't I mean, if you maintain over there that this activity must start on this particular, must finish on that, and latest must start on this date, that you will maintain over here. So it will take on this activity will automatically start. And if you maintain like the automatic schedule, so whenever you maintain automatic schedule in your configuration part, so automatically if the date is been mentioned, the this particular activity will be start. Okay, this particular activity will be start, and then you do this like me must start on, like if I maintain it by today, and yes, I must start on in this way. I will save this one. It will determine cost, and it will check the budget and all, and my particular activity will be start. Okay. Yes, when we do our configurations, we will also check whether it is starts on that way or not. But here, probably the network profile, network type we are using, the same is not maintained. So that's why probably it will not work. But here you can see the dates are there. But here this one is not maintained. That is not coming that way. Okay. And if I go to this network graphic part, or see network graphic part, if I can see, you can see the dates are maintained also. So see, this is the date. Okay, that date is there. Okay, so these particular things, all the dates are mentioned. So this is a graphic part, and if you relate one after one, and that you maintain the date, that is also, it will come automatically. Okay, so yes. Control, yeah, see, this is network type is maintained over here is PS02. So we need to maintain our schedule type on based on network PS02, and then we need to see whether as per this network maintain, it's maintaining correctly or not. Okay, now this way you need to maintain your settlement. You can do your settlement parts. Now we will go ahead with SPRO, how settlement can be done. Okay, SAP reference IMG, we have to go there. Now, project system, then go to dates. Yeah, then you have scheduling and date planning for WBS element. If I go to the scheduling, there are n number of things are there which you need to be maintained. Here it is there. See, specify parameter of network scheduling. That means parameter means that your order type. Okay, so first is that what is defined scheduling type. As I mentioned you, there are multiple type of scheduling type is there. So you need to choose which one you are going to take. Okay, so a minute. Yeah, so you can see there are forward, there are backward, only capacity requirement, and current date, forward in time, backward time means particular time. So, backward means the whole day, or you can consider. So yes, see, with time, like forward with time, like the activity will start from, suppose, some kind of training. If you can consider some kind of training, that time, I mean, it's a service project and there are training is there, or traveling time. So there you can choose your scheduling part, like resources will travel this particular date, its particular timeline. So or training can be happen, the training also. So these are the scheduling type is there. Now you have to choose as per your requirement, as per your client requirement, you need to choose. Then it's defined reduction strategies. What is the strategies you need to be followed against your plant, basically? So that we need to know. So our plant is PL01. Okay, so here this is a standard reduction test or standard reductions policy is already maintained. See, what is this? The reductions activities will be down. If I consider one, see, one, what is one? Reductions level one, the strategies are going down one. It's 20, 40, 60, 20, 50, 100. So that way the reduction policies, I mean strategies, basically that will be followed on that reduction strategies. If I go ahead with this, so this is the reduction policy, sorry, reduction strategies are there, and these are all the prerequisites of your as I mentioned, like when you did that network profile, what you did this first is network parameter. You set some parameter against prerequisites against your network profile, then only you will able to do this network part. So this is also like the same thing. There are some you need to find the scheduling type. There are, if you want to make it some specific scheduling type, that also you can maintain. At the same time, if you want to make some defining reduction strategies, that is also you have to do it like this way, like what should be your reduction strategies. If I go ahead with the some standard or some other customizations, we can see there is cement plant Meghalaya is there, one of this, where also this reduction strategies 01 is maintained. And the same thing, corporate office, if I go here also, you can see the strategies is one has been followed. So these are the basically strategies, reduction strategies which are being followed. And what is this, if I want to know what is reduction strategies, so in this step you define the reduction strategies and reduction step for the scheduling. If the schedule date is outside the basic date given, the system is tired and step by step reduce the lead time for the network and the process order. Okay, so if you change or anything, okay, so reduction strategies. And you remember in the network also we have maintained, if you remember, we have maintained the reductions policies, reduction strategies in the network level also. So these things are basically interlinked with the with this scheduling. So reduction strategies, you use reduction strategies to control how to lead time. Operation can be reduced step by step. Suppose this particular first floor plumbing work has been done in 20 days. Probably you know your loop faults, and you know like it can be better or something. That time you can do it in a 20 days. Next time you can do this on a 20 days basis. So this is a lead time reductions. And these strategies also you can change it accordingly. And reductions level, that you remember that reductions level also can be changed. Okay, the system reduce step by step, this one. So this is all about the reduction strategies. Now the main thing is that specify parameter for network scheduling. Okay, if I open it, yeah, so there are plant is there. If I check our plant is there or not, PL01, yet it is there, but the order type PS01 is there. But if you remember, we use order type PS02. So what we have to do, we need to create another scheduling parameter for PS02. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So we reduction strategies we have completed. Now we need to specify our parameter for network scheduling. Okay, so network scheduling. So let me open this one. So if I see this one, for our plant is PL01. So if I open it, PL01, that you can see this is for order type PS01 by but if you go to your network profile, and the network profile you have configured, for that you your network profile is configured with the PS02. So you need to do it for plant PS02, this specify parameters. So I just copied this one. So here I will change this one as PS02 for this order type. Now this is, what is this? Production supervisor. So here I put all the names, like who will be the production supervisor. So I just put at start, so that all the person will be involved in as a production supervisor can access this one, that he or she will be accessible for data, this one. Okay, then adjust date. Do not adjust. See, there are 4 options are there. Adjust basic date, start requirement on operation date, adjust basic date, adjust depreciation requirement date. So we are not going to adjust any basic date. That's what we will mention this one, or so that we will do. Now we have that scheduling control for detailed scheduling, like as we have there, like we have seen that we have backward, we have forward, we have current date, current time, forecast, all types of this one is there. And I have told you what is forward and what is backward. Forward means like in forward scheduling means in the next date, like after 2 months this will start, so that you can find it like this. You can mention your forward in the for the next days. But what is backward? Backward means like backward means like, you need to finish your work on 30th November, and you are starting your work from today. So it should be calculated in backward scheduling. The like time will be calculated in the backward way. If you take from 30th November to October 7, your this one will be completed. So that way you can do it in the backward. But since we are doing, we can change it as forward. So I just change it to the forward scheduling. Then you have this automatic scheduling. So whenever you put the date and hours, you put it, automatically scheduling will be take place. But I would say don't take it, we will do it from the scheduling this part only. Okay, then automatic log, yes, that we will do it. Like whenever this scheduling will run, automatically the log will be there, like log will populate it. Like if any changes or anything is there, you can do this one. Then scheduling with breaks, yes, of course, like you can have that scheduling with break. So break wise you can do this scheduling. Then shift order. So shift order is the rescheduling part. Rescheduling part will be considered as a shift part. Like we can suppose we have to maintain one basic date, or basic or default date is today's date, that is mentioned. But your work, or you schedule that particular thing in the next next days or something, so you can shift this word. And then it's latest tagging date. So you need to maintain a latest tagging date, like where it is been tagged. So these date you can maintain it. Then reduction type. So here there are two options are there. All operation in the order will be reduced, and all operation in the critical path will be reduced. So reduction type, as we have mentioned, reduction type is 20, 40, that way reductions is there. So we are using that reduction type. Okay, maximum reductions level, if we maintain it, then do not reduce. We will be reducing that maximum. We won't be going with the maximum thing. So we will be using that do not reduce that portion. Okay, the last is the workforce planning, rescheduling. Distributed work accordingly to the old distribution. So the thing is that here workforce planning, what is this? Like you need to have a plan for that. Suppose what happened, tell you, like while constructing a business, constructing a project, like how many workers will be work in that particular. Once this is going to be ready, not yet ready, how many laborers will be work in that particular flooring or plumbing, or that that the cost planning. And it's basically a labor work, and also along with some manager who is going to manage this property and all. Yeah, that thing. Okay, and like this is a planning part. Like this number of person will be work, and they will start their work from today, and maybe like next 2 months it will be completed. So based on that, like you need to know, like their rate will be also considered. And once this has been fixed, you can you maintain that. Yeah, so so in that case, like your yeah, so in that way you can have that particular thing, like yeah. So in that case, like you need to have that that particular thing, that do not distributed work according to the old distribution. So we will be distribute or delete work outside the new dates, and distribute work from outside new date for the start and finish. So we will be workflow planning. Rescheduling means, like suppose you think that the project team will work from tomorrow, but it's due to some reason it has been postponed, and it is rescheduling from the next week. So distributed work as per the old distribution. So whatever the planning you have done for the earlier date, the same planning will be followed for the next. So this is basically that particular thing, that you will be doing for workforce planning. So this is the all about the okay, this is all about the specified parameters which you have maintained for your this one. So here all these things are there. So if I consider WBS scheduling type, then start in past, then scheduling method, then automatic log, shift order, automatic scheduling, latest tagging, the option latest tagging, then reduction, it determines the account of reductions lead time. So maximum lead time will be do not reduce or reductions is this is applied for the reduction time. So you want to reduce your lead time, that is the main thing. Like suppose you are done first floor, you have completed within 20 days, so it should be have a reduction time of 20 down if I consider. So it should be completed because you have, you know, like tricks and tricks, and you apply that, and it will be completed within 10 days. So this is a reduction time, this is a lead time, you need to be followed on that. Okay, then define labels of network if I go ahead, but we are not using any sort of things because any we have created one particular network, and we are not going to create any sub network against that. So that's why you are not maintaining any label of network. So that scheduling part you are doing for against the activity level. Now the point is you need to plan this one against that date planning or yeah, date planning in WBS element. So define parameters for WBS like as we know, like we have created this one for the activity level. We know like this activity will take this activity will take this much of time and date. So that way you have to do it for the activity level. Now you have an option for the WBS level. How WBS level network activity will work, that I will show it to you right now. Okay. Okay, so here you have that date, this one customer project. If I open it, so here that customer project, then you can do it in forward, backward, whatever as per choice. Then scheduling method, yes, scheduling method with a WBS determine date. So whenever like as I open it, if I open any of the yeah, if I open any of the WBS element, and if I go with the dates, here the basic date and all these are mentioned, so that you can check it. So it should be determined, so scheduling method will be determined based on the network date or WBS date. That then adjust basic date like as per your this one. Automatic log, yes, definitely it is required. Then you need to create a shift order, yes, shift order, then latest tagging. But automatic scheduling I won't be doing because that will and do this scheduling part. Then then you have this option that reduction. So do not reduce, so do not reduce that point, and reduction type if I maintain it, the reduction time. So all operation, yeah. So this one will be maintained. Okay, so that way we can maintain the date planning for WBS element. Okay, then we have that, yeah, graphics profile. So if I project structure, as I mentioned, as I showed you the graphics part. So like how these graphics will be display option, one is there. One means display with the large note. So this is the display option is mentioned, and the color of activity, order, milestone, document, element, subnetwork, material, all will be coming as green. You have an option with the other color as well. So if I take it as blue or black, if I blue or black, this one we can use. And so this is a project structure, we are going to use this one. And then we have this overview variant of schedule and capacity reduce. Okay, capacity overview actually. Okay, so this is the work capacity change list, and you can see there are work center capacity, work center capacity load is there. Then we have that capacity load from WBS overall. So these are the options are there, and if you go into this, you can have all these things. So this is basically, this is not required as such in the current current scenario. That and project schedule overview, if I go into this, yeah, WBS scheduling and all this, the field details are there. So this is basically the capacity overview, but how much capacity, choose activity on that. So this is all about the capacity, this one. Yeah. So hope I have cleared like how to create scheduling and dates scheduling, how to create this one. Now, so here that WBS scheduling profile is mentioned, that the standard profile. Okay. Need to check in our project profile correct standard, the WBS scheduling profile has been maintained correctly or not. So we have taken that max this internal project, and here this is scheduling profile is maintained the standard one, but we have changed it in customer project if I'm not wrong. So we are take this, this is, and we need to check scheduling scenarios, what is mentioned, that bottom up scenario, top up, or free scheduling. Better we will take the free scheduling, that we can take anything. And with activities also we need to maintain our scheduling part. So with activities we just ticked it. So after that we are going to save this. So we created, we know the scheduling type, and based on our scheduling type we need to maintain the strategy, and then as per strategy we maintain the specified parameter against that specified parameter for that profile, and then accordingly we maintain that scheduling profile for the date, the WBS element. All these configurations has been done correctly. Now we need to see with the execution part, and execution part, as we all know, we need to do it from the from CJ20N level. So we will open a project. So this project is opened already. Okay. Now in this particular activity we want to yeah, so in this particular activity we want to do this, and now we need to check like all the other details are maintained correctly or not. So this has been checked, and yes, this is a scheduling part is there. So this is our that activity part, and we need to maintain a work center from where this work center will be worked. So for that reason we need to check this one particular work center, and how many hours. Suppose we are that person is working for particular hour. Okay, so that we need to maintain. So I just presume that person will that maintain this one, and 8 hours, and calculate durations. If I take it, sorry, if I take it calculate work. Okay, maintain manually is that options we need to follow, because as per work center it is mentioned maintain. So I will say it will be a 1 day. Okay, so I we 1 day, and then go to the dates. Yes. So if you maintain that the must start on date will be the yeah, here the earlier start date is that, so this has been mentioned, so I would say that it should start on 19th. Okay, so 19th it will must start on date. Okay, so this is the thing we need to be maintained over here, and here is the earlier start date, the dates is mentioned. So here the earlier start date is mentioned this, and the latest is this, but the actual is not maintained. Same way, start and the finish, expected finish, we would say like the expected finish will be this date. Okay, so we will change it. See, earlier finish, so it is earlier finish date, it is considered this. Maybe it's not must finish date. Okay, it cannot be a must finish date, because must finish start will be there, but can okay, okay, must finish or here must start on. So this, and we are going to save this one. So we are using the first yeah, we are using this one, this activity only. Okay, in a second, yeah, second activity. Now we are going to save this. First we are going to save this one. Now open again. In this activity, this is the activity we have done. Now we need to go to this sorry, dates and schedule. Yeah, three warning messages there. Let's see what are the warning message. If we can, schedule finish date after the basic finish date, no capacity category maintained in the scheduling, and constant is after the basic finish date. These are the warning has come. You can change that warning, like this is the log, as we maintain the automatic log. See, based on that, the so schedule finish date is after the basic finish date, so we need to check it. Schedule so the date which is mentioned, yeah, so that is yes, like we mentioned that, if I mention over there, this is the one. Okay, so I will change it now. See, again that same, this one has come, that schedule finish is after the basic finish date. Yeah, yes, you can change it as school. It's okay. Now we can save this one. Now we will have to check in a graphics mode or graphics this one. Here this is the activity is there. Okay, yeah, yeah, yes, the issue is coming here, so we need to change it over here, that okay. So here this one should be this, okay, 19, sorry, 19.05.2023, and this one, yes, so Yes. See, this one. Yes, now there is no error is coming. So we can save our this one. Okay. So yeah, now this is saved. If I open it again, and if I want to see the in a graphics mode, this one, yes, see, this is the graphics mode has been mentioned that this is a WBS, this plan and C is all is maintained over here. Okay. This is the scheduling part. You can do this scheduling and you can check. See here, so we have mentioned 8 hours per day. Now this has been changed. The normal duration is 33 days because 8 hours they are going to work, and accordingly, you have mentioned must in state is 26. So this calculate the 33 days. Okay. Now, if you want to plan for, yes, see, let's see. Yeah. So if you want to maintain a workflows planning based on your this one, that how many work will be how many labor will be work and all, so here you can do this one. Yes. So assign to a person. If I open with that person wise, if I want to add any person, and if I search if any project team member has been created, yeah, better it is created. So I just take this one. See, I create this. Yes. So this one Vishnu Sen is assigned. So this is a labor or this is a worker is assigned to this project team. And if I want to see, I just tell you if I want to see, yes, 88 hours. Here this one is the capacity category is there. So here you can no value found because we haven't created any capacity category. So here that way you can create a project team member, and you can create a project team member, and in that project against that yes, against that project team member you can maintain that project workforce planning on based on their qualifications and their professions only. Since this particular assignment is not added because that qualifications we have not created as a capacity, these things will be created from some other person wise, like some other I mean what I can say module only. So that's why and this is also no value found. So once this will be done, we will able to create the assignment of a any assignment of a employee as well, worker. So this way we can do the workforce planning against that scheduling only. Okay. And you have mentioned like there is a workforce planning, the reductions point was there, so that's why I have showed you how to create that the project team, and based on the project team how you can do the workforce planning. So this is the work, this is the scheduling part is being done, like how we utilize our scheduling, how date I mean how data date is been I mean how we utilize our date, how that can be optimized, how like when it is started, when it is finished, and then how you schedule your time, and like how many hours and how many hours or date has been accumulated against this, and how we create the workforce planning as a project team member assignment. That all these I've showed it over here. So hope this will helpful for you. So if you have any concern, please ping me. Thank you for this.